Welcome to another episode of DIL SE, a word from our heart. Hello friends, welcome to the Vartalap episode of DIL SE. Many times, even before facing the challenge in our life, we fail. And our failure is in our mind. We already declare ourselves as failure and we try to run away from situations. Even today, we have a wonderful story of a student who studied in GEMS Polytechnic College. His name is Himanshu, who wanted to quit his studies, but now he is the topper and also the outstanding student of our college. Let us hear from his life on the challenges that he faced and how he overcame the struggles. Hello Himanshu, I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you for joining DIL SE.
Thank you, sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity.
Good. So I have been watching your life for a few years, the challenges that you have gone through, the struggle and how you are successful right now. But I would like to know the background of your family or like the struggles, the initial struggles that you have went through. Can you please share a bit about your personal life, your family background?
Yes, sir, I can say about my family background. And I belong to a poor family, and I'm an elder one, and I had two younger sisters. And my mother used to work in Anganwadi, and my father is a farmer. Okay, so this is my background.
So I believe from childhood you would have seen many financial struggles and challenges.
Yes.
But still you had a desire that you want to do Polytechnic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember that when you joined the Polytechnic in 2016, you were really struggling in your initial days. Many times you and your parents also called me and said that you were really struggling and you wanted to discontinue. You wanted to quit and you wanted to go back to your home. Can you explain what kind of struggle was going in your mind and what was that, so that we can understand your situation better?
Okay. So first of all, I studied in Hindi medium school.
Okay.
So after coming in this college, the first problem was for me is language problem. But that was not a big problem for me, because the problem was that I studied 8th class, 9th class and 10th class was not so good.
You didn't put more effort?
I didn't put more effort. And if somebody asks, do you have interest to study? I openly say I don't have any interest to study. And my parents were not really happy with my study and with my marks. And after joining the Polytechnic, I was really interested to do Polytechnic, and I really like this campus to learn here, and I saw a lot of opportunity here. So once the first day, once I entered into class, and the teacher started teaching in English, and I was not understanding a single word from them. And sometimes when I used to hear the word like viscosity, velocity, I get really irritated in my mind. So through that, I was continuing my studies, and but I was going through a lot of suffering, lot of pain, because I was not doing well in my studies. And the one more thing is that my parents was not happy with my study and my mark. And then during exam time, before exam, I was very afraid to give exam, because I was fearing like if I give exam, surely I will be fail. There is no any chance that I will be get pass mark, because I can see my performance in the classroom. And one more thing, I was very afraid about that financial, because I come from very poor family and I have to pay around lakh rupees for my tuition fees for 1 year. So I was thinking that if I fail, means that 1 lakh rupees will be wasted. So that was going in my mind. I was very afraid about that. So I just told to my parents that I am not able to study and I want to discontinue. I don't want to waste your money and I don't want to waste my time also. So I just say my parents, I say to my teachers, my staff, and they are very shocked that I am taking this decision.
So Himanshu, you decided to quit. You wanted to leave the college and go back to your home.
Yes.
But how did you overcome? What happened around you that changed your decision or that motivated you to continue your studies? Can you explain that?
Yeah. So after that, after these things happened, then my staffs and my parents and my HODs, even you, started motivating me. Like, Himanshu, you can do that. This is not a big struggle. Everyone faces their in their life. Even many staff also tell, we are also from Tamil medium. When we join, that was a problem in their life also. So they started motivating me, but my mind was like, no, I want to quit. I cannot study. I don't want to listen to anybody. What I am thinking is only correct. So that desire was in my mind that I have to quit anyhow. But teacher regularly and staff regularly called me personally. They gave their personal time to me, and they are motivating me. But I was never ready to listen to them. So when I planned to go my home and quit, so I took the gate pass also. I packed my bag and I kept everything on the gate. So that day, that two teachers, they were going to Aurangabad and they asked me to come with them in a car. So I went with them and they started motivating me. Himanshu, this is not a big study, like you can do that. And then I came, and the next day I have to go my home. So that night I was started thinking, and I was really crying that everyone is telling that Himanshu, you can do that, and only me as a person who's telling that I cannot do. So I was started thinking and I was crying because I was struggling so much in my mind and my heart. So with this situation, I started crying. One of my friends, his name is Mausam Kumar Gond. He told me, Himanshu, just listen to the people also, because every time you will not be right about what you were thinking. So I started thinking about that, what Mausam told me, and by the time I was really crying, and in that situation I called to my mom and I told my mom, I'm struggling really in my heart and my mind, what to do. Then she also told me, Himanshu, just continue. If you will fail also, I will give you a next chance. But just you continue and give your exam. So finally I decided to continue my study. And then when people and when the staff and when friends, they heard that Himanshu want to continue, so they were really happy and they supported me a lot. So then I gave exam, and when result came, I failed in 3 subjects. Oh. It's not like that I decided to continue, but still I failed. So as my mom told me that I will give you a second chance, you can continue your study. So I failed in the first semester and I have to rejoin the college. So I rejoined the college the next year.
As you heard from Himanshu, he was really going through a big struggle and he was crying in his heart. He was going through an intense pain. Maybe many of you who are watching this episode are also in the same boat. Maybe you are going through a fear, you are going through a struggle and you are crying and you feel that you cannot overcome it. You think that you cannot face it. As Himanshu took the advice of the people, of course many times we think we are right, but we need to listen to the elders, to the people who are advising and counseling us. And that could be a turning point in your life. Of course he tried and he failed. You know, it didn't happen that he just passed and he got a high mark. He tried, he failed, and he had to repeat the semester. Again joining in the first year is not easy. Many would have ridiculed, many would have made fun, and his hard work has gone in vain, but he didn't give up and he continued his studies. Now let us hear from him as he shares how he progressed in his studies. So Himanshu, you said that you failed.
Yes.
And again you rejoined. And how was your journey after that? Can you share your struggles or your experiences?
So after rejoining my college and I started studying, I was not performing well. Still I was not performing well. So I was an average student. Like I was not a good student in study and I was not bad student also. So now my study level was medium. So I was able to do something. So in the first semester I gave exam. When the result came, I got arrear in a chemistry subject. One subject. I got arrear in a subject. So after that, in the second semester, I started studying in the second semester, and in the second semester I started performing well, but I was not observing my performance. So one day in between the second semester, I was sitting and thinking, now I am able to do everything.
Well.
God has given me wisdom, because that God's support was really helpful for me. Without God, I was still weak. So if God is with me, I can do everything. So after that, during that time, I was thinking that I am able to do everything. I am able to study all the subjects, and I am able not only study, I am able to teach the students, those who have come from English medium school.
Oh, so you suddenly realized
that
you are doing good,
Good.
and not only that, you are able to help those students who are from English medium.
English medium school.
That's great.
So I was thinking that if I can do this much better, why I can't be a good scorer. So I started. I thought that I will get good mark. I will study hard in this semester. So I started really study. I really studied hard for this semester. In my first year, and I got a topper in a mechanical branch.
Okay, that's great. So in the second semester, you were the department topper.
Department topper.
Amazing, yeah. And after that?
So after that also I continue with the same flow, and till now, I always used to be in the top 5 student in the college.
Okay, so you are one among the toppers.
Yes.
Okay, and Himanshu, I also have seen you involving in many other areas apart from your studies. Of course, you excel in your studies, but I have seen you involving in many activities. Can you share what are the other things you have learned during this course of time, and what are the areas you involved?
Okay, so my study was good now, and I am able to do a good mark. I am able to get a good mark. So I thought that only study is not a matter, because a student should have other skills also, not only study theory papers and not only study. So I started learning lot of things, because I was confident that I can do that in the study. I can do well in my study. So I started observing that lot of opportunities are there in this campus. So I can learn a lot of things. Then first I involve myself to learn music. Because lot of my friends, they know music. So I started taking help from them, and they started supported me, and they started teaching me. First I learned guitar, and I started learning piano also, keyboard also. So first started from music, but still my study performance was good.
Okay.
It was not that.
It didn't decline. It was continuing.
So I started doing more. I started involve myself in the media. So because I was really interested in media fields, I saw there was a needs of media and
to improve
the media. So I started involving, but still my study performance was not going down.
It was not going down.
It was not going down. Yes. So then from my first semester, because when I joined the college, from that I was really interested in drawing also, engineering drawing, one of my subjects. So I was interested in 3D modeling, 3D designing. So as my college provided me 3D lab, 3D printing lab also, the CAD lab also. So I started involving in that, and I started learning those design software. So I started learning that, and after that, one day I was thinking that why can't we have a 3D printer? So I took my effort and approached to you, and you supported me, and you bought one 3D printer. So that I also learned. So when I heard from the people, they used to say, Himanshu, how can you do, like you are studying really well, and you can do study also and other skills also, and you are doing really well. How can you do that? Then I told them that there is a verse in the Bible, I can do all the things through Christ who strengthens me.
Praise God.
And that word was really motivated me, and I was able to do everything. And all the performance was at the high level. So
Praise God. Really amazed to hear your testimony, your life story, and it can inspire many who are going through the same struggle. And of course, his life is truly a challenging one, which can help us to fight hard and face the challenges in our life. So Himanshu, I would like you to share to the viewers few things that you would like to give as an advice for them, so that when they face this kind of struggle, they would overcome it.
So some of the advice I want to give to the viewers that listen to the people, because the Bible also says that those who listen the instruction will be wise. So we should not always we should not always listen to ourselves, and we should never think that what we are thinking is only correct. That we should never have this mind, and we should listen to the people. And the second thing I want to share, focus on your priority. Give time to your priority, because in this college time and this young age, lot of distraction is available in this world. And also work hard, and more than that, work smart, because I believe not working really hard but working smart, so we can achieve in our life.
Yes, my dear friends, maybe you are in the same situation today, but don't lose your heart. Maybe the problems may appear big, the challenges may appear big, but if you overcome the challenge, you will see a blessing in your life. Himanshu today has not excelled only in his studies. He is the outstanding performer and is a topper of this department and the college. And not only that, he has learned music, he has learned CAD, that is computer aided design, and he is also skilled in 3D printing. He himself came to me and said, "Sir, why don't we bring the 3D printing technology in our college?" He gave a suggestion which has really helped our institution. Today with the 3D printing, we are able to train many, and we are able to produce face shields, which is helping many hospitals and doctors. Yes, dear friends, if you face the challenges, if you overcome, you will not only be a blessing for yourself, but also a blessing to people around you and the institution wherever you are. Today, truly, if he would have quit, he would have not been a blessing to his family or a blessing to himself. But today, since he faced the challenge, since he listened to the advice of the elders, since he worked hard and worked smart, today is a blessing to everyone around him. And I believe, my dear friends, never give up. Just work hard, face the challenge, and with God's strength, you can face mighty mountains and you will definitely overcome. May God bless you.